Good evening, Money Magnet. My name is Uncle Charters, and I'm gonna do some unbiased price action analysis. And I'm also hoping to use my experience to find some trade ideas for you so that we can make some money in this market together. Now, in yesterday's video, I spoke about the inside candle setup. That's a 2-candle pattern. Well, actually a 3-candle pattern, but it is set up by 2 candles. We look at June 30th candle, that was the mother candle, and July 1st candle was inside the range of June 30th candle. My plan was to watch for the break of June 30th candle on whether to go long or go short. The chop range was at 615 up to 619.2ish. Now, as far as my intraday plan, it was to look to long above 618 and 619.3. We managed to get 618 to clear on the 15-minute chart, and it cleared right there. Beautiful, beautiful. And it led to about a $2 move up to the 620ish area, thus giving us the breakout of the inside candle setup. That is a bullish breakout. Now, based on this breakout, if it continues to play out the rest of this week, we should continue to get more upside. Tomorrow's the day before July 4th. Would the market makers actually rug pull the market the day before Independence Day? Well, we'll see tomorrow. But right now, we do have a bullish breakout that should lead to more upside. Now, the high of today's candle is at 620.5ish. If it clears, guess what? New all-time highs are incoming. We're messing around in uncharted territory. There's no or not much liquidity around here, so I can't really give you guys any levels except the fact that I have a macro level fib level all the way up at the 644 plus area. That's a ways away, but if we are to get to that level, 620.5 must clear tomorrow. But if it is pullback time, if it's finally pullback time, because I tell you the volatility has been very low, not much strength. I mean, it's been going up. If you've been longing, swinging longs, you've been fine. A little bit of scalping and level to level moves here and there, you probably be fine. But the volatility has been low, and if we are to get volatility back, we need a correction, a drop, a pullback. But based on this setup of the inside candle, for it to be invalidated, price needs to drop back below 619.2. Now, if it does, I would favor some downside 617, have a fib level at 615.4, and of course the previous all-time high around 613ish. If those levels fail, finally we can get a correction, reset the RSI maybe. And definitely below 613, I would be bearish and favor a major correction. But right now, to be unbiased, I'm not seeing any bearishness right now. I'm just seeing a breakout. So 620.5 clears, new all-time high incoming. And to invalidate this breakout, 619 must fail to send us back to the downside. If we move on to QQQ, this is a 6-hour chart, but it did bounce. You can see, even though it's a 6-hour chart, multiple times, not once, not twice, but 3 times, we had buying pressure from the 544.5 area, and it led to a nice pop to the upside, recapturing the 550 level. From here, to truly put a bottom in, I need to see 552, 553.3 or higher clear, and I would favor maybe some type of bottom is in. Could be a temporary one, but we can definitely go back and hit all-time highs or set a new all-time high. Now, if we are to pull back once again, 550, 546, and 544.5 are the 3 levels you want to see break down, especially 544.5, because that's where we had those strong buying pressure. So for it to cancel and be gone, we want to see it break down, because if it break down, that tells us the buy orders are gone, because if they were still there, it wouldn't have breaking down. Tesla getting a bounce, but the level I really want you guys to pay attention to tomorrow is 316.5. Yesterday, well, what we see is June 30th low became today's high. So if 316.5 clears, there's a good chance we head back up to 320.5, and if 320.5 clears, that's gonna be a heck of a false breakdown setup that should lead us $10 to $20 back to the upside. If this area truly rejects, as usual, support levels must fail. I have it at 315, 313, 311, and 309.3. Break down those levels, I would be bearish once again on Tesla, especially below the fib level of 309.3. And here is NVDA. Unfortunately, this didn't really show much follow through for the bears. When we broke the inside candle low, it did give us a nice level to level move to 153 and 151.5, but it did not lead to a multi-day move. Today, 153 was recaptured along with 155. This is a false breakdown setup, which makes me bullish. As long as above 155, I am bullish on NVDA based on the false breakdown setup. Next resistance, well, today it closed at 157.10. I do have a level around 157, 158.8, and in 160. As long as above 157 and 155, new all-time highs, 160 plus would be in play. This false breakdown would only be invalidated and be bearish again if 155 and 153 actually breaks down again. Here is coin. It also bounced, cleared multiple levels, but the critical one was at 348.6 and 350. If there is more upside for tomorrow, next resistance I have is at 355, 357, 360, and 361.4. If those levels break through and clear, definitely more upside incoming, because this is technically a false breakdown setup. To invalidate that setup, multiple levels must break down. I have 353, 350, and 348.6 being the critical one. That level must break back down to invalidate the false breakdown setup. And if it does, it's safe to say we can switch back to bearish. We likely head back below 340 and 330. A big possibility. Now, last but certainly not least, I've been covering the VIX, but there's not much going on with the VIX. So I'm looking at IWM, getting some movement with IWM. It recently recaptured the 200 daily moving average, and it definitely shows some follow through today. The level I want us to watch is 220. As long as above 220, we can head up higher. I have the next fib level at 221.5 and 223. If those levels clear, 225 and 227 plus incoming. If we want to switch back to bearish or at least a pullback, 220 and 218 must fail as support. And if it does, we can go and back test the 200 daily moving average. It should be around 216 by tomorrow. And of course, below 216 would be a false breakout setup of the 200 daily moving average, which would make me very bearish on IWM. Again, at least a $10 to $20 move back to the downside. But like I said, 220 is the level to watch. Above it, more upside is possible, and below it, pullback time. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you got some value from this video. If you want more content from Uncle Chartist, I do cover futures and other stuff like gold. Click on this video right here.